Get ready for some great music and great stories. Band in Seattle starts right now. Welcome to Band in Seattle. I'm Xander Denke, and with me is Abby Williamson, music writer, photographer, and video blogger, to talk about tonight's band, the Malady of Sevendials.
When you take the themes of Edgar Allan Poe, fuzzy guitars, add in some reverb, and soft ethereal vocals, you've got the Malady of Sevendials. This is a group with a taste and talent far beyond their years, because, get this, they're all siblings, and the youngest is 13. 13! What were you doing when you were 13? I doubt it was anything as awesome as what these three are doing.
No, it wasn't. We'll be right back with the Malady of Sevendials.
Sevendials is in London, England, that Charles Dickens mentions in Sketches by Boz. He kind of describes the area like relating it to music. The way he described it, it was very poignant to us. And then malady means sickness, and we kind of got a sick sense of humor with a lot of things.
We don't really exclude any genre, just follow the music, not necessarily put it in a category.
We weren't exactly going for anything specific. When we started out, we just wanted to play music we liked.
We're kind of shoegazy, but there are points where we don't necessarily match with that genre either. I don't think we have a label. Our parents, they had us grow up on good music. It was more mature music like Prince, Enya, we would hear a whole lot. They were quick to nurture that instead of focusing on becoming a doctor or something like that. They were quick to say, yes, absolutely, if you have an interest in it and you're good at it, we're going to help you be able to do this. Especially with Damien. I mean, he's the one that showed a talent at first.
At first, I wasn't sure about performing because I didn't really know what I would do as far as just being a lone drummer. When they started picking up instruments, I was like, oh, this is great. I have something to actually go along with.
I wouldn't have even actually thought of being a musician, gonna be a path I'd ever go down. But it has a lot to do with my little brother Damien. A whole lot to do. I mean, he had the gift for the natural rhythm. So, and then Mia started playing the violin. I wanted to be able to play an instrument. There was always music playing in the house, and they've always nurtured like stuff we showed interest in. When other kids were listening to Barney or High School Musical, we were listening to Radiohead.
We get a certain part of us and put it into the music that maybe another person doesn't have, or like Mia will put some like an innocence in it, and Darius will put just, we'll each have something that the other doesn't have, and when we put it together, it makes our songs.
Keep me up when fast goes.
Perfect World was the one I started doing rapid picking. The way I sang to it, I kind of changed as well, because when we wrote it, I had a higher voice. I couldn't deliver it the same way, so I had to change a few things.
Perfect World, that was actually one of our older songs. We liked that song, but we felt like it needed updating. So, because a lot of things were different about before, it didn't have a lot of the ambience it does have. At first, the computer wasn't actually going to be a part of the music, but then when we were still trying to make music, we started thinking, what if we added extra sounds in there that weren't just guitar or bass or drums?
Damien was 7 when we started. Well, as far as working with him in music, he's very in tune. He knows sounds very well. He knows what he likes to hear. He took up playing instruments really fast. I mean, guitar, piano. He's not scared of trying anything at all, especially when it comes to music. He's not scared at all.
Sometimes I forget how young he is, of what he's able to do and what he's willing to do. I mean, he gets out of his comfort zone a whole lot. I mean, with all the different instruments he's playing, and you don't expect that to come from someone his age.
He had rhythm ever since he had the coordination to start hitting himself. And it's like every time we were in the car, he would be hitting himself, going with the beat. He would be on time with it. And my dad just thought that it would be great to give him some drums so he can really try to build on that. And he did.
When I was little, I would beat on my chest and on my lap to songs that I would hear, and I would grit my teeth, and I would do that to the songs so I would try to make things along with them. I remember when I was doing that, our parents took me to the doctor because they wanted to see what it was, and the doctor said I had, I think it was like autism or something, and they wanted to put me on Ritalin, on pills, but of course, my mom and dad, they really disagreed with that. They're not the pill type. So they said that I didn't need pills, I needed drums.
I'm constantly amazed by how much creativity exists in this world, and the younger generation is just showing us that it's not stopping anytime soon. Just to show you how clever these kids are, they heard one of their favorite bands playing a guitar with a bow, like a bow, so they thought they'd try it too. I mean, you can't teach that kind of ingenuity.
I should just give up now. But we'll be right back with the Malady of Sevendials.
The piano in Till Lesser God, Darius actually wrote it. But then we also wanted bow guitar along with it, and I ended up playing the first guitar part. She played another guitar part, and the computer started playing the piano.
It started off as a piano part. At first we weren't using the bow guitar, and for a while the song was empty a little bit. We recorded the piano part, so Damien was free to actually use a different instrument, and he went to the bow guitar.
When he was doing the sax, he didn't care for it very much. When he took the bass, he really took to it really well. I was actually surprised. He actually, when he started coming up with his own rhythms, and it was like almost right away he started doing it. While usually people would take maybe like a year or two to learn the instrument and play other people's songs, Darius was coming up with his own stuff right away. He's like Damien a whole lot. Damien and Darius are really in tune with each other. Quick to tell you what he really thinks about something. If he doesn't like it, we're not gonna do it.
He's not afraid to get suggestions or to give them. If I'm having trouble with a part, he'll say, hey, maybe we can try this. Yeah, because he doesn't have an ego at all. He's very humble.
One summer we were trying to write music for no really good reason. With the instruments we had, me with a violin, me with the saxophone, and Damien with, at that time, an electronic drum kit. It was sounding like a mess. Our dad, he basically asked us if we would want something a little more legitimate, so to actually do something like giving me a guitar. But I ended up asking for a bass guitar because I always liked the deep sounds, like the cello. Nothing against anyone who does get any lessons. It's just that sometimes at certain points, you're getting someone else's creativity, the teachers, but we really want to keep an identity of ourselves.
Thank you. Church with No Hymns used to be an instrumental, but then I added lyrics to it. The lyrics I added to it was kind of relating to drug issue here in Seattle, heroin.
Me decided to write lyrics to it. I look back now, it's like, I cannot imagine that song without those lyrics to them. They relate to a lot of people we've known, a lot of friends we've had. A lot of our rhythms are pretty dark. I mean, I know what things Mia does is dark too, but she kind of brings out the innocence in it all. It really helped solidify our identity.
The writing she does, it is very dark, but at the same time it's innocent, and that's one of the things that I do really like about her. You know, it comes from her, just her. It comes from her spirit. It has heart in it.
When we started working together, it just felt right doing something like that. We're used to working with each other and knowing being on the same wavelength with things. So it wasn't like we were arguing or like disagreeing a whole lot on what direction we wanted to go with our music. We kind of already knew.
If you take away all the extra sounds and things like that, you'll find Dancing the Abyss. Because Dancing the Abyss is basically us at our core. It's what we built Malady of Sevendials off of. So, yeah, it's a very important song to us.
With music, as far as career-wise, I mean, our main goal is to be respected.
One of our goals isn't really to be famous or to be bathing in riches. We just want to at least just be respected in the music community.
We will stay true to ourselves, and we'll play music that we want to hear. We just won't stop.
Well, that's it for tonight's Band in Seattle. If you want to hear more, check us out on bandinseattle.com, where you can hear full concerts and find links for more information about our bands and where they're playing next. Abby?
Thanks, Xander. If you want to join me in navigating this rich and beautiful music scene, hit me up on YouTube. If you type in my name, I'll be right there.
Thanks for watching. Join us next week for more great music and great stories on Band in Seattle.